The transaction that we're going to be going over on this video is how to do a special order deposit. You'll be on the ticket header screen. First thing that you'll do is choose your cashier ID by clicking on the drop down to the right of cashier, selecting your ID. The second thing we're going to do is either add this brand new customer if they're brand new, or select this customer if they're an existing customer. You have to have a customer account attached to a special order deposit. That's how it keeps track of the balance. So we're going to click on the magnifying glass icon to the left of customer, or use Control-P on your keyboard for the lookup. Brings up your customer lookup. You can look up a customer by last name, first name, or account number. So we're going to type in the last name, click on lookup, and select the customer. This will bring the customer up on the screen. If you have a promo code you want to use, you can click on the drop down to the right of promo code. Select a reason for why that customer came in the store. If not, you can leave it at none. You can select whether they're a tax-exempt customer or not. You can click on the drop down and select the sale type. In most cases it's store sale, but it can be store sale, web sale, telephone, or wholesale. In this case it's a store sale. And when you're ready to start bringing up the special order deposit, you'll click on the ticket detail tab up at the top, or press F6 on your keyboard. This will bring you into the ticket detail screen. The default transaction type is regular sale. Since we're doing a special order deposit, we're going to click on the drop down to the right of transaction type, and we're going to select special order deposit. In most cases, you're not going to have a barcode to scan, so we're not going to use UPC. We're going to look it up by SKU. So you'll click on the magnifying glass icon to the left of SKU, and your SKU lookup will come up. You can look a SKU up by SKU, description, color, supplier name, or use a % for wildcard searches. I'm going to go ahead and type in the SKU, click on the lookup button, and I'm going to select the appropriate SKU. That'll come up on the screen, and now I can click on the drop down to the right of column and select the size. I can click on the drop down to the right of row and select the width. You can go down to the SKU comment. If you need to type in a special SKU comment for this, you can do so here in this text box. Now you see it will list the price up at the top right. If you needed to give a discount to this customer for this special order, you could do so here. If you wanted to give them 20% off, you could type in 20. If you wanted to give them a discount amount off, maybe you're giving them $5 off, you could type in 5 in the discount amount field. If you're giving a perk to an employee, if you're giving them, say, $3, you could type in that amount to the right of perks. You'll notice to the right of deposit amount, it lists the entire amount, which is the retail and the taxes. That is our default. You can always change this amount to a different amount. We also have special configuration to where you can tell the system, do you require a 20% deposit, 30% deposit, 10% deposit? If so, we can compute that for you. So if I change the amount here, let's say to $8 and enter, you'll notice the message center comes up and it says a minimum deposit of $22.68 is required. It's because I have it set in the system to require a 20% deposit, and you'll see that it changes the amount to $22.68. You could also put in a purchased for account. If this customer was purchasing this for somebody else, you could go ahead and either create that account or select that existing customer. If not, just leave it blank. To select the salesperson that helped this customer with the special order deposit, you'll click on the drop down to the right of salesperson and select that salesperson. And when you're done with this, you'll click on Add Item or press F10 on your keyboard. And that'll add that special order deposit to the bottom list. If you're going to do another special order deposit for a different SKU, you could do so at this time, or you could do any other types of transactions as well on this ticket, such as regular sale, return, layaway sale, etc. For this example, we're just going to do the one special order deposit. So then when you're done with that, we can click on Ticket Payment up at the top or press F7 on your keyboard. And this will bring you to the ticket payment screen. If you needed to put a ticket comment on this ticket, you could do so in the ticket comment text box. You'll see that it lists the special order deposit amount of $22.68, the subtotal of $22.68, does not list the tax here, and it has a total due of $22.68. It'll list the tax when we go to do the special order pickup. It lists all the tenders: cash, MasterCard, Visa, debit card, gift card, Discover, check, and American Express. If you have other types of tenders, we can configure that into your system. To select one of the tenders, all you have to do is either click on one of those tenders or click on the drop down under tender and select that tender. I'm going to go ahead and choose cash. I'm going to say that they gave me $50 and press enter, and that'll then show you the change down at the bottom right. If you made a mistake on the tender, you can click on the red X and that'll remove that. Maybe they decided to give you a check instead. Then you can click on the check, and then we're ready to end the sale. You can click on F9 on your keyboard or click on End Sale, and that'll print out your receipt. Here's a copy of what the receipt looks like. If you have a logo that you want to burn in, if you have a thermal receipt printer, you can have that. It'll have your beginning receipt message with the name of your store, address, phone number. It'll have the date of the transaction and the time. Have your store number, the cashier ID number, and the ticket number. It'll list the customer account number, name and address, special order deposit, what salesperson, the item, size and price, what the projected sales tax will be, and what the deposit is, $22.68, and the balance due, in this case $90.72. To list your subtotal, total, and the tender that was given. It'll show items sold. In this case, since it was a special order deposit, we haven't actually sold the item until the item is picked up from the special order pickup. It'll show you how many orders are on that account and what's the total balance due. So they might have another special order out there. And that completes how to ring up a special order deposit.